Hello, actors. Hello, hello. Okay, so today we are going to talk about animal work. I see someone has joined in. Let me know who you are. Por favor. Thanks for coming in. Thank you. This is going to be short and sweet, but very important. Short, sweet, and very important. Who's here? Who's here? Who we got? Hello, hello, hello. No one? No one? Okay, so look, I'm going to start this lesson. I usually do it on Wednesday, but it's Tuesday now. I hope you got the memo, but it's all good, um, being that it stays up for your viewing pleasure. So I wanted to talk to you about animal work. Animal work is important because animals are unpredictable. They are mysterious. You know what I love about animals also? When you come in, say hello. Another thing I love about animals is that they don't know how beautiful they are, and that makes them humble. So when you approach Jamila Ray, hello, hi, where are you in this world of ours? Where are you? I'm talking about animal work today. Okay. So animals are unpredictable, they're mysterious, they're humble. Okay, Virginia, that's what's up. Thank you for coming in. They are primal, they are instinctual, and I just love animal work. I was working with one of my actors last night online. I started a series about, to do quarantine coaching on Instagram Live. So I did my first one last night with Naima Mora. If you go to her account, the coaching session should still be up, and you'll see how she utilizes animal. And it's different for everyone because animals appeal to people in a different way. Different animals appeal to people in different ways. So out of this whole kingdom of animals that we have, it's free for you to choose one to assign to your character. When you do choose a character animal, it's important to be aware of the emotion that comes up. Be aware when you're watching it, like you can go to YouTube and you can find any animal you want. I look up animals all the time. Sometimes I just find videos of animals and I post it and I just write animal work, just to keep actors aware that, look, this animal has some very interesting behavior, a very interesting look, and mannerisms that you can incorporate, humanize, and give it life as the character, give it a layer of life. I mean, and it's really amazing to see when it's at work. I mean, I can tell an actor that is doing animal. And even when we were doing a live last night, someone said, "How do you get your eyes to do that?" And she was like, "It's my animal." And it's so vivid and so present. And animals are great. Uta Hagen has this great saying. She says, if we as actors can listen as though we are animals in the wild, as though our lives depend upon it. Because animals, the way they listen, it's about survival, right? So the stakes are high. They have to listen to, so they'll know what's coming. They have to survive out there. So animals, that's another, their senses are heightened. As opposed to, where our senses are, because they have to live out there and survive. So when you're watching the animal, when you choose one, be aware of what emotion comes up. I'm reading from my notes. I just wrote down everything so I wouldn't forget. really identify it. I'm talking the emotion. You know, everything starts with the sensation. When you're studying and when you're, crafting a character and developing a character, it all starts, the truth starts with a sensation. And that sensation is your truth and an emotion. So you want to know, what is this emotion? And take your time and sit with it. You know, this is you. You do not have to rush. You know what I'm saying, Jamila? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, really get clear on what emotions come up when you're studying this animal. And then you want to be aware of what aspect of the animal that that animal that appears to you. Naima, hey, I was just speaking about animal. This is what we're talking about today, animal work. And how last night someone said, how do you get your eyes to do all of that? And you explained that it's your animal and how vivid the animal is and how present the animal is and the emotional life of that animal. I was also saying that animals are unpredictable, mysterious, and the fact that they're primal and instinctual, and the fact that what I really love about animals is how humble they are, how unaware of how beautiful they are. And that's, as actors, we have to approach this craft with divine humility. I mean, like, you do not need to bring your ego into play, because that's not, unless the character is arrogant or pompous or narcissist, but you still have to develop that into the character, not as the actor coming in with that. It's a block. So you really have to be humble as an actor. And the animal will give you a great sense of humility and how humble they are. Once you've done all of these things, you've studied it, you've become aware of the emotional life that the animal gives you. Once you're ready, you want to start putting the animal on its feet. And what I mean by that is you want to do your daily activities as that animal, whether you're taking a shower or you're brushing your teeth, brushing your hair, how you put your lotion on, how you put your pants in the legs, how you button your shirt, because animals, they may have paws, they may have claws, they may, they may not have hands, or they may not have hands. Well, you know what I mean. They may not have those extremities that we have as human beings. So you want to embody what is it about that animal that you love and that you want to embrace? Which aspects of the animal appeals to you? Okay. And so those daily activities are going to be important. How you make your bed and how you cook, how you eat, how you mate. That's a good one. Your significant other is like, what's that about? Oh, that's just my animal. I just wanted to try it out on you. It could be fun. Okay, so it could be, okay, so listen about the animal too. It could be the sensation of a layer of fur, the just having a layer of fur. Like, what about if you choose your animal to be a mink or a chinchilla or a bear? They have fur, so you can. My hand started itching. Ooh, that's interesting. So you have to be aware of your instrument. This is information that you can use, in building a character too. You might have a character that's when they get excited about something, they start doing like, you never know. It could be interesting if it's organic. Don't make it contrived. Don't start making up something. What do you love, Naima? What is it? What do you love? Love what? Talk to us. Tell me. I know a lot of people aren't here because they're used to me doing this on Wednesday. And when I had the flyer, when my friend printed it up, they put Tuesday, and I was so excited about it that it did not connect that that it's wrong or whatever. So I said, you know what? I'm just gonna flow with it. You can't get tripped up on stuff. The fact is that, you know, this stays up. This stays up, and you can watch it anytime, and you can always refer back to it when you're building your characters. Tell me, Naima, you said love that. What? What did I say? Okay. So now, other things about the animal, it could be the fur. They may have big, heavy ears, you know, like bringing it into, oh, yeah, the daily activities. Cool, 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 cool. Yes, yes. Yes, indeed. Yes, Naima. Gotta respond. Um, Heavy ears, they may, you know, like an elephant, or what's that dog, that Marmaduke dog that has the big ears, or, you know, could be that, the extension of a tail. You know, you can give the animal an extension of a tail, and it'll inform the way you sit, because you don't want to sit on your tail, right? And so what you want to do is feel the extension of the tail from your coccyx bone and let it go, and let it inform you. It's very interesting as well. I was talking to one of my actors about the snow leopard. They chose the snow leopard, and they were saying how long that the snow leopard's tail is almost as long as its body, because of balance. It has to balance with their tail when they're going up mountains and sliding down, you know, the mountains that's covered with snow. They use their tail to balance them. I thought that was very interesting. So really get clear about that. Be specific. Specificity. I always say that. Specificity is key. Hi, Levi. How are you? Thanks for joining in. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Thank you so much. Where are you, Levi? Where are you located? I have LA in the house. I have Virginia in the house. Levi, where are you? Now, be specific. It's not enough to say, oh, I'm going to be a bear. What kind of bear? They all have their distinct thing. It could be a grizzly bear, right? New York, all right, pop, 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 pop. Great, I love it. Maybe we'll be in the same room one day. That would be amazing, you know, when we are able to have my in-room classes again. So what kind of bear? You know, you got grizzly, you got brown bear, you got polar bear, you have cute little koala bears. Good, Levi. I love it. Got cute little koala bears. I did that for one of my characters once, and they're just so cute. And when I was watching them in an environment that they shouldn't be in, like they were in a huge cage, but they had trees and, you know, limbs and stuff like that. It made me so, I'm getting emotional just thinking about it, but it made me so sad that there was this one bear trying to get out. You know, it was trying to be free like animals should be. And it was just going in circles trying to find the way out. And then it would climb up, look, then go back down and try to get out. So that gave me an interesting texture of the animal being trapped and how that feels, you know, to be taken out of your natural environment and put in a cage, even put in a zoo, you know, that upsets me as well. So, you know, and you know, I'll go to the zoo when it's appropriate and study the animal, like if I have that time, but YouTube is the source for when you want to do your animal work and find your animal, okay? What kind of dog? Every dog has a distinct personality. So be specific on what kind of horse. Like that's my personal favorite. Mustang, Klondike, Thoroughbred, you know, Black Stallions. They're all different. There's so many kinds of horses that I couldn't even believe what they like. Wasn't even aware of all the different kinds of horses, but that's my personal favorite because that's my personal animal. And you could even start with, what animal do I feel most like? That's a great place to start when you want to say, okay, what's my animal? And that's how I discovered the horse. I have a thing with horses. I'll look into their eyes and I'll just start weeping. They're so beautiful and strong and statuesque, and they're wonderful. And you want to think of what gender is your animal. I mean, there's nothing to say just because you're a guy that you can't embrace a lioness or the female, the female gender of the animal, and vice versa. If you're a woman, there's nothing to say you can't be that male tiger or that male lion. It depends on the dynamic of the character you're building and the dynamic of the relationships that you are up against. I remember one time I was doing a 2-person show, and I had made my choices, and I got to rehearsal, and after the first rehearsal, I knew I had to change my animal because of what that person was bringing to the piece, and I had to find an animal that raised the stakes. I thought my animal that I had chosen was a little too passive, and I didn't want, because it's a 2-person show, you can't let the other actor be so dominant that it overtakes you. And I was like, oh, no, 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 no. We're not having that. So I went in and I rethought my animal and I made other choices. So, be aware of the dynamic of the relationships that you're dealing with in your piece, so that, your animal is appropriate and that it stands up. It stands up to what else is going on. It's a layer to the character's life and behavior and demeanor, and it's really important stuff. Another thing you want to know about the animal is that once you choose your animal, you can play with it in different stages of its life. The cub, right, that doesn't know anything and clumsy and just innocent, don't know much, dependent on mom, or, it could be an abandoned cub. That's a whole nother thing. Brings another emotion, doesn't it? When a cub doesn't have anyone to take care of it. You look at elephants, and how they have to help their little baby elephant stand with their trunk lifting up under the baby elephant's stomach, and how the baby elephant follows the mother with their nose, and has to always almost stay attached to the mother while they're walking, so that they have a sense of security and safety. When they're that little, they just stay connected to the mom somehow they figure out how to stay connected to the mom, even if they wrap their trunk up around their mother's tail. So you want to think about that, the toddler stage of the animal, the rebellious teenager stage of the animal. When the animal is fully grown in its power, what is that like? And also then you have the older aging animal that has lived most of their lives, and they're on the weaker side. There's still good behavior through the animal in that sense. Okay. So yes, start with your animal, discover it, study it, write about it, what appeals to you about it, and start putting it on its feet. Have fun with it. The past couple of days, you have been in my spirit and praying, asking God and the Holy Spirit for what? Thank you. Well, thank you for the prayer. I love it. I love prayer. I do a lot of it. I meditate. I pray every morning. And for my actors, that we all come out of this better. We come through this whole thing better. So thank you for your prayers. I embrace that and I appreciate it. Who else is in here? Anybody want to tell me who else is in here for the connection? Thank you. Thank you, Levi. God bless you too. So that's it. That's what I wanted to tell you about the animal. Are there any questions about anything I've said? Aaliyah, hey baby doll. Good to see you here. Thank you. Thanks for joining in. I don't know how much you missed, but I will you snuck in quietly. That's all right. That's all right. I don't know how much you missed, but it'll all be posted up afterwards. Any questions about anything I said about animals? any questions at all. I'm glad you're getting this information, Levi, while you're young. That's really awesome. So I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of actor you are. Very, very, very good. Okay, well, if there are no questions about animal, I want to extend an invitation to you. I'm starting a Zoom scene study class. So it doesn't matter where you are in this wonderful big world of ours, through all of the adversity that we're going through, we could still do the work. And I'm having them very affordable. We're going to do a 3-week Zoom study class. Zoom scene study class, April 25th, May 2nd, and May 9th from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I will assign scenes. I'm going to be starting to look for those now. I got an interesting group of actors already signed up. So I'm going to partner you up specifically. I'm going to think about who I'd like to see work together. I'm going to email the scene to the two of you. You have to be responsible and work on your own with your scene partner and bring it to class every Saturday with the homework that I'll be giving you. $25 a class, so that's $75 for the 3 classes. And at the end of that, I did one just this past Saturday, and I had a casting director friend come in, Winsome Sinclair, who's based in Atlanta. So I'll have some casting director friends, some director friends dropping in to see the work. I haven't, I don't know if I'll do it while we're processing it, but definitely when, we feel good about the work and ready to have eyes on it, so that everybody feels good about what they're doing. So I would love for you to sign up if you're interested. Again, the sooner the better, so that I can pair you up. I have, I have like 6 actors right now, so there's still room. I would say, maybe 4 more. So how do you sign up? You can email me here. Preparatory LLC@gmail.com. You can also go to my website, www.marishkasphillips.com/ Okay, so those are 2 ways you could sign up. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing starting April 25th. All right, so if you have no more questions, then I'm going to wrap this up, and I thank you for being here. Spread the word, spread the love. I love you guys. Stay well. Stay informed, stay diligent, and stay creative and productive through this whole thing. All right. And also, the other thing, I'm offering a half hour one-on-one coaching sessions for $50 per half hour. So we could get on that. You're welcome, Jamila. My pleasure. And if you choose to be courageous and you want to do it as an Instagram live quarantine coaching session, we could do that too. It's not for the faint of heart, I tell ya. Okay. I love you too. Thank you, Alia. Thanks for tuning in. All right, you guys, have a wonderful week and rest of your day. God bless you. Let people know they got free acting lessons. If you missed, must be our 6th week now. Tune in next Tuesday for your next lesson. And all of these webinars that I've posted will help you develop your character for the scene study class. So I hope you come on in. Even if you have a scene partner that you want to work with, that's great. If there's a scene that you already want to do, like if you had a project you were working on or something like that, do that. Bring that scene. It does 2 pages. It doesn't have to be all long. Pick out your section of the thing. Bet. That's what's up. Bet. She said bet. Yeah. All right. God bless you guys. Mwah. See you next week, and I will see you hopefully in scene study. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Email me. Go to the website. There's a contact page there as well. All right. God bless you. Peace.